Hi, this is Marion from the Fabric Shop in Gander, and today I'm going to show you the Strip Tube Junior ruler. This is part of our series of videos we're doing on our staff's favorite rulers. So with the Strip Tube ruler, which is from Cozy Quilt Designs, you can cut half square triangles really quickly. So what you do first is you take two 2.5-inch strips, or whatever size you need to, you can do the math to get the half square triangle that you want. So I've got a green strip and a lighter, different color strip. What I've done is sewn them together on both edges so they actually form a tube. So now I'm going to put the ruler down, and the line that I'm going to use for a measurement is going to sit on this stitch line, and it will be on this stitch line every time we cut. So the one that's going to work best for us today is the one that's right at 3. So this is right on the stitch line. And then and there's no wastage with this. So we're going to cut up and cut down. And then you turn your ruler and you line it up again. So the 3 is on the stitch line. And you can see this same solid line here at the number 3 is on the stitch line, and you just move it out so your edge is right on the edge of the fabric. And then we're going to cut down this way. So this gives us a perfect half square triangle. We just need to iron it now. You can finger press, and then you can just take your triangle and just put it along here to cut off the nubs that are sticking out. So by using the ruler and going this way and this way, all the way across a 2.5-inch strip, you can get quite a few half square triangles at this size. So this is 3 by 3, this one. So you don't have to do the math for like 7/8, which is pretty annoying for most people. There we have. So going across, if you do the whole strip, you'll have quite a few half square triangles. So next, we're going to show you how to make a quilt block using the same idea. So what you do for the quilt block, we'll push this out the way now, is you sew together two 2.5-inch strips and iron them like this. And then you take a 4.5-inch strip to put on the other side, sew both edges of it, and that forms a tube. So we basically use the ruler the same way. You put it down, and you need to, like this. And you need to find which line on your ruler is going to be on your stitch line. And it has to be up at least far enough to cut the edge. So for this one, take it in from the edge so you get the selvage cut off when you cut. So for this one, it's going to be the line that's number 6, the solid line. And now we're going to cut up and down, and that gives us a square. You just rip out a few stitches at the top, and that gives us a square. So one side of our square is solid, and the other side has the 2 colors that we put on this side of the ruler. So you can, again, you can just take off the little nubs with any straight edge so that they look prettier and it's easier to sew. So when you do this, you do have a choice of doing different things. You can, instead of putting a solid color on this side, you could do stripes as well. And you could do, instead of doing 2.5-inch strips, you could do some like 3 or 4 1.5-inch strips. That's up to you. And it's very colorful. And then when you put these, I'll cut another square so I can sort of give you an idea of what they look like when you put a couple of them together, because you can turn them different ways to get a different look. So you'll notice that the square you cut with your ruler this way, the white is on the outside, and the square that you cut with your ruler this way, white is on the inside. But when you're putting these together, you can put them so that you have all solids together, and you can also put them so that you could put four like this together, which would give you a red in the middle and the white out around, or you can put them this way as I cut these so that they're different, but they all line up on the seams to give you a very balanced look to your square. So you can, that's two ways you can use the strip tube ruler. The one I use today is called the Strip Tube Junior. And this ruler also comes in called just a strip tube, which is a bigger ruler. So that means you can make larger blocks. And there's also books and patterns available so that you can make like dozens and dozens of different blocks. Thank you for watching our video.